Hey everybody, I'm Amy.
I'm Dan.
And we are the Hustle Couple coming at you today with the daily grind on a Monday.
Happy to see everybody on the other side of the weekend.
Woo!
Hope everybody recovered.
This is going to be a long one.
It is.
I have a feeling.
Settle in. First off,
get work done too.
Yeah. If you're new here, welcome to our channel.
We are full-time resellers out of Dallas, Texas, and we're doing our first YouTube Live tonight.
We are. We're a little anxious.
It's going to be fine.
It's going to be great.
You can join us over on YouTube to live list at 7:30 p.m. CST, which is Central Time Zone, and that's about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and I don't know what Pacific Time. Something. Y'all need to figure it out. But meet us over there. We do for 2 hours. We list, and you can list along with us, hopefully after your kids have gone to bed and everything's settled, and you can just start getting some work done.
Yeah.
We have a good group that's been joining us on Facebook, but we're moving over to YouTube because not everyone loves Facebook.
That is true.
I don't know that everyone loves YouTube, but here you are.
Right?
Guess that makes sense. Okay, we're going to start our lesson on weaves today. We're finishing up with knits. That was last week. And now we're going to talk about weaves. And after that, we're going to go ship a ton of things.
Yeah, almost, 30?
Yeah.
20-something?
Yeah,
somewhere?
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, and one of them's hard. Okay. So, we are continuing Fabric February if you're new.
Yes.
Go back and check the other videos from February because you'll learn a lot.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff on these videos. We're doing in-depth fabric education this month, but also we show you step by step what we do as resellers every single day.
Right.
So
it's a good time.
Yeah.
Had by all. You basically spend all day with us every day.
Pretty
Monday
much.
through Friday. Okay, there are 3 basic types of weaves. I'm going to show you this loom again. This is a hand loom.
Hey.
Just to remind you that we are talking about hand looming and we're not hand looming. Most of this is done by machine, you know what I'm saying? But not a knit. This is a loom. This is a weave. Okay? So the first type of weave is the basic weave. Let's go over our terminology. So the warps are the threads that are going up and down.
Okay.
And the wefts are the threads that make the pattern, that are going this way.
Warps are this way.
Uh-huh.
And weft this way.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Thank you. And the weft is what the warp is always going to be there. It's how the weft is manipulated that determines the fabric and the type of weave.
Okay.
Right? Because you
follow.
always got to have the verticals.
Yes.
And then you're going to make see, this one has a pattern.
Oh, fancy.
Because of how the weft went in.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So now, I'm going to use this large knitting needle
Whoa.
on this loom to show you. Okay, so look how big this thing is. Watch your face. All right, so the first one is a plain weave, and we all kind of know this from being kids.
Right.
We either made baskets or pot holders.
Yes.
I think everyone did that.
Right.
If you didn't, maybe you should make a pot holder.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a basic weave, so it's just like an under, over in a very, very normal way.
That's why they call it a basket weave.
Yeah. So a plain weave is anything that's like a basket weave or a pot holder, anything you made as a kid. Over, under, over, under, over, under.
Right.
In the same fashion.
Okay.
I have an example for you. These pants.
Uh-huh.
All right, can you get real close with them?
I can try.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. Yes, look at that. Plain weave. Over, under, over, under, over, under.
Okay, I see like little squares.
Yep.
Yep.
90-degree angles. That's plain weave.
Okay.
Okay, so under eBay, your category would be woven. And if you wanted to specify the fabric, these were a linen woven. So under fabric, I would say linen, and under fabric type, I would say woven.
Okay, follow.
That's what I would do. Okay, next is twill. You ever heard of twill?
I've heard of twill.
Okay,
Yes.
do you know what twill is?
Oh, kind of.
I think everybody watching this is like, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so twill is where, I'm going to use this. Imagine these are single yarns, okay? So you go over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2. Okay, so it's a bigger stitch.
Okay.
Or a bigger distance. And then on the next one, you start 1 over. So you make a checkerboard pattern. Under 2, over 2, under 2.
Okay.
Okay, so this is becoming a checkerboard because they're staggered.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
So
okay.
it creates a diagonal.
Ah.
All right? The most common woven that we see at the store today is a twill.
Yes.
What is it?
Khaki pants.
Khaki pants. And what bigger thing we're both wearing?
T-shirts. No, not
no,
t-shirts. That's a knit.
That's a knit. That's a jersey knit.
Jeans.
Denim is a twill. Okay? So I'm going to show you a really obvious example of a twill, but jeans are the not obvious example. If you look down at your jeans right now, if you're wearing them, they're in a little bit of a diagonal. See? Diagonal, diagonal, diagonal.
Ah, yes.
It makes them very strong and easy to knit. We also see...
You want to learn about weaves, Mojo?
We also see a twill in something like this. This is a more obvious example.
There it is. Okay,
see those diagonals?
You can totally see those. Yes.
If you look at your jeans, you'll see the same pattern. These are wool dress pants, but they still have that diagonal twill.
Yeah.
So these would be, the fabric would be wool and the fabric type would be twill.
Okay. Oh, hey, buddy. Come on.
Okay, you could also use woven if you're just being real simple. But here's the thing. Here's why I'm doing all of this. Because A, we want to know what we're selling. Mojo, no. But B...
He wants those wool pants so bad.
The higher end customers know about this stuff.
Yes, they do.
And they're looking for it. They're looking for a wool twill tweed.
Oh,
I said the T's. I took all the T's. Oh no. What is a tweed? Is a tweed a twill? Is it?
I really don't know.
It can be.
Oh, not in one
A tweed is so easy, you guys. We get all like wrapped up in what a tweed is. Everyone's like, what's it? It's just a woven with a really thick fabric.
That's it?
That's it. So you can have a twill tweed if it's a diagonal.
Okay.
Okay. But a tweed should be very, very rough. It should be made of like a really...
thick, scratchy.
Scratchy.
Okay.
Scratchy is we can fight about tweed all day, but it should feel kind of scratchy.
Okay.
That's how you know.
But
it's still a twill. Most of the time. Like these are a twill, but they are not a tweed because they are soft as anything.
Yeah.
They're made of wool, but not scratchy wool. So they're a twill.
Got it.
Wool twill. Okay, cool. Okay. So we've gone over plain weaves and twills. And the third kind of weave, there's only 3 basic kinds.
Okay.
Is our favorite friend satin.
All right, I remember this.
Yes, we're back to satin. So the other day we did a knit that looked like a satin, but it wasn't. It was a silk knit, right?
Yeah.
Satins are shiny. Here's what happens with a satin. Well, sometimes they're shiny. Most of the time they're shiny. We go under 1, and then we float like 6, and then under.
Okay.
And
so
we
you're
do
skipping
that.
a whole bunch.
A whole bunch, because this is really smooth. If you're going under and over, you get some texture.
Yep.
But this creates a really smooth surface.
Okay, then I can understand how
Okay,
that
so we're
works.
going to show you this. You know that this is, I showed you something similar, a black satin the other day, but I could stretch it. Hold this for me. I can't, this isn't going anywhere.
Right.
It's not going anywhere. This, when we get really, really close.
Oh man, all right.
It's okay, we got this.
There it goes.
You can see the weave.
Barely, but yeah.
It's very, very minute, and with the satin, you can scrunch it very, very close together because it's called a floating weft. It can float.
Can I put this back here? Or no?
Okay. I was using it.
I didn't know. Okay.
Okay, so this kind of gives it this shiny appearance. Now, there's another thing we need to talk about with satin. Anything can be satin. You can weave anything in this way. Sometimes it's going to look shiny, sometimes it's not. Sometimes cotton is woven in the way of a satin, but we call it, it's woven backwards.
Yes,
and we
boy.
call it a sateen.
Okay, I've seen that.
Okay, you've heard that word?
I sure have.
Same weave type, which is a satin weave type, but if you weave it backwards, meaning that you start like...
On top. And
Yes.
Okay, you start on top and go under and skip 5.
Okay, this is why I wanted you to
or
hold
whatever.
this.
Okay.
Yes, this is why I want you to hold this.
Okay.
This is a silk sateen. Look at the difference. Bring it in. Look.
Oh, one's very, very shiny.
Yes. Now look at this. So when I flip up this, matte.
Okay.
Shiny,
Yep.
matte. Okay? This is the front of these pants. Front.
Is the underside
inside?
Oh, son of. It's
See?
just backwards.
It's backwards.
Yep.
But the front of this we know is woven. It's not just like you can flip this inside out and call it a satin. That's not true. The inside of this is shiny, but it's got tooth to it because that's the underside of the pattern. The underside has a little bit of grit to it.
Okay.
So you wouldn't flip this. If I flip this over, it is shiny, but it's not quite as shiny as this.
Okay.
And it
doesn't have the same feel.
It doesn't have the same feel at all.
Okay.
So when you have a fabric that's a little bit sheeny and on the inside it's sheeny, this is a sateen and this is a satin. And you can tell just by which side is facing out. And I think you can remember that because most of us know satin to be very shiny.
Yeah.
And if something is shiny on the inside, you're like, what? Why is this so shiny on the inside? And this is a sateen. Cotton has been woven into sateens recently for like luxury outerwear that moves kind of like these pants.
Yeah.
Kind of like palazzo, bed sheets. Okay. Those satin, cotton, they're a satin weave, but it's a sateen finish. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Satin is warp face and sateen is weft faced. And that's just the over the under thing.
Okay.
And I think that's it. I think we learned a lot today.
We did.
I'm just checking my notes to make sure. We're going to also talk about the patterns tomorrow. So when you have a weave, when you have a loom, and you start to do weird things with it, like we were doing over, under, you can also skip one and go over, under, and all of a sudden you have a herringbone. Right?
I'm going to take your word for that. I can't process.
You can weave a pattern.
Yeah.
You can weave any pattern.
Sure.
With any fiber.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about pattern names, but odds are, like a herringbone is also a twill because it staggers. So the three main types are what you really need to remember. And then if you're trying to, like for menswear or something, you want to go with, oh, this is a Harris tweed, or oh, this is a herringbone, or oh, this is a window pane. All of those are just patterns woven in. Mm-hmm. So if it's not in a diagonal, most things are in a diagonal. Even sport coats, they're a twill. But if it's not in a diagonal, it's just a plain weave window pane or a plain. We can talk about all the different patterns in menswear, but it's not really related to the fabric at all. That's the artistry.
I see. Okay.
Okay, like if you were to paint a design on here, it's not the fabric, it's just the design.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we've learned about everything you need to know about wool. Plain weave, twill weave, satin weave. If you don't know which one it is, just put wool. Just put woven. It's at the bottom of the list on eBay, the fabric types.
Right, because woven will encompass all of those things.
Yes, but
it's it's the most general. That's what
and then all the stuff that I'm telling you and you're taking notes on, you can include in your description because people will be searching for that. They will be searching for cotton sateen palazzo pants. Your high-end customers will search for that because they know what quality means, and quality indicates fabric and production technique. They just know because they're used to purchasing things that way.
Right.
So I think we're all doing ourselves a disservice by just like quickly copying and pasting descriptions without actually describing, because when you go to Google, those key terms will get pulled out and your buyer will find your item.
Right, and also for the most part, most buyers and most consumers are not searching for your item like with the exact brand and style name.
Right.
And like it's very rare that somebody's going to type in, oh, I'm looking for the Eileen Fisher whatever it's called tank top, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The specific thing, if it has a name or whatever.
But on the converse of that, or the inverse, I don't know what the word is, but on the other side of that, if somebody has the tag to their Eileen Fisher pants that they love, they might be called olive green twill wool trousers.
Okay.
But you don't know that that's what they're called, but you describe your Eileen Fisher pants as such because they are that.
Right, okay.
Then they're like, oh, I found these. I found a different colorway that I want. They will find your item because those specifics, and not even in luxury, but in just like higher end fashion matter. And I think if we all can get on board with that and really take ownership of our craft, we're not just selling people's trash, we're like rescuing, articles of clothing that have been spent time and energy and resources on. We're rescuing them, so we owe it to just describe them properly, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's weaves for today. All your woven fabrics you could ever want. If you have any questions, leave them down below. We are going to get to shipping now.
Right, but before we go, please click that like button real quick if you learned anything.
Look at this guy YouTubing.
I got a YouTubes. It's a call to action is what this is called. So click that like button and then come back for the shipping. We'll be right back.
Action!
I don't want
Come on,
Hi, everybody.
friends.
Just kidding. We're in a good mood today.
We are. No, I love selling lots of things. I just don't like to pack it out. But I can't complain about that. No.
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 Never.
All right, we're just going to start.
We're going to start with Poshmark today.
Okay.
Because we have these labels right here.
Perfect.
All right. So, we sold about 30 things over the weekend. We had a couple more that came in, but we're just going to save this till tomorrow. This is Cricket. If you've been watching for a while, you know this brand. These polo shirts, this is a mint green one. Mm-hmm. They do extraordinarily well. Apparently, we can sell them for more money on Poshmark.
Yeah.
Because we've been taking about 25 to 30, and this one sold for 40.
Nice.
So,
nice.
There we go. If you can find these at a good price. Oh, that's perfect.
Well, there you go.
I guess we'll just tape it.
I'm just going to...
Postal supplies aren't what they used to be.
Nope.
If you can find them at a good price, they will flip. That's my advice.
That's right.
We flipped about, I don't know, 12 so far?
So far.
We just found all of these at one thrift store. We've bought them before, but this one run, we found like 8 or 10, and they've all sold. It was great. We bought every single one. They were all different colors. Someone just gave up their whole Cricket wardrobe.
Yep, they were done.
Or maybe they like gained weight or lost weight or something like that.
Something, yeah.
I don't know, but we were like, thank you. I will take them. All right, so we're using some USPS supply Handbag envelopes, which are free. We always use free mailing supplies with Poshmark.
This is true. Okay, next up on the Poshmark
is
Tommy Bahama shorts.
These are Tommy Bahama swim trunks. We buy Tommy Bahama when it's $1, almost across the board.
Yeah, pretty much.
But these have lining in them. We do not pay up for this brand. But hey, if you got swim stuff right now, it's selling like... Oh, this is Tommy Bahama Relax.
Oh.
That's nice. If you have swim stuff, I would list it. I said it last week, but I still mean it.
That's true.
I mean it.
She means it.
Because you can't get it at the store, so people gotta buy it online.
That is today's hot tip.
Hot tip.
That phrase is trademark the Hustle Company.
Let's go. We're out of control today. We just had a bunch of coffee. Wah! Like that. Because we were...
We were. It was Monday.
It's okay. We're getting stoked for a live tonight.
Yes.
Stokage. Okay, next is a Zegna sport coat. Zegna.
This is the slightly more casual line from Zegna.
Cash.
Where did the ticket go for the Tommy Bahamas? I was putting them right. I was putting it right here.
Did you get it?
I think you got it. No? Roll the tape.
I didn't take a ticket.
There had to have been a ticket.
I did not take the ticket.
Okay.
Maybe the ticket is in the box. What's the number?
It's probably in the box. You're right.
What's the number?
3612 or something like that. Let me see.
We'll go check out the box.
3612.
So you show the people the Zegna.
Yes. So like I was saying, this is a Z Zegna, and the tag, let me find it for you. Looks like so. Let me get in there with the light. There you go. Like I said, this is it's like a tier down. Hermenegildo Zegna is the higher label. But it's definitely a quality piece. This is made in Mexico, and this guy sold on Poshmark for, what did we sell this guy for? $56. Nice. I will take that. So what I usually like to do with sport coats is I put them in a poly mailer just for some extra protection, and then into the box they go. So we moved everything around a little bit. There we go. Okay. Did you have to just print a new one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a run without tickets for some reason. There was a stack of tickets, and then...
Yeah, that happens.
happened to us.
All right. Come on. There we go.
Okay.
All right. And then that guy goes back into the box. Boom, just like that.
Love Poshmark. It's so quick.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
eBay!
eBay.
eBay! Hey, I've been saving those.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry. All right.
We got mostly easy stuff, but then we got two
Challengings.
exciting ones.
Oh, that's a good way to say it.
Yeah, we're going to go with exciting.
All right, I'm just going to go with what I have sitting in front of me here.
Go.
Okay, this is a pair of Adidas Climalite women's golf shorts.
We buy this every time. If they are Climalite and they are golf shorts, women's or men's, we buy them and then they sell. It's fun. But we only buy them for $1.
Yeah, we usually wait for the end of the season clearance.
And $1 is like pretty good. Sometimes we'll wait for like fill a bag or something. If we're ever at a fill a bag and they have Adidas golf shorts, we will buy them.
Yeah.
Like a whole bag of them. Because they surefire flip. But not for a lot, okay? These only sold for $10 plus shipping, $14.99 total. So we probably turn, I don't know, what do we pay for these things?
99 cents.
Okay, so I mean, sometimes we just pad our store a little bit with things we know will convert. 8 ounces.
8 ounces.
So we'll make about, I don't know, $9 or $10 on those.
Yep.
I ain't
Check
mad at
this
it.
out. Inventory number, thank you sticker, new inventory number, new thank you sticker.
These were returned. These are Polo. I've already shown you these before. Polo Ralph Lauren. And let's measure them.
Oh, dang it.
So close. So these
Okay.
will go in a padded flat, right? These are going to Texas, girl.
Yeah, let me
this is
check.
going regional.
Regional might be cheaper.
Regional might be cheaper. This is going right up the street.
Let's see. So a flat rate. Now we can put them in a flat rate envelope. That's the cheapest. So
Is it cheaper than the Reg?
Yeah.
We have these paper flat rate envelopes that we like to use.
So the way I do this, I just kind of flatten out the bottom like this. Kind of gives it a little more of a box shape. This is not cheating. You're totally allowed to do this.
If it fits, it ships.
That's right.
You just have to be able to close the top in a natural way.
Yeah.
That's what the rule is.
So those fit in there just like so. And then I fold the top over. Like so. And we're good. There you go. Now if you do want to reinforce these with a little bit of extra tape, that's probably not a bad idea, but also I don't think it's really necessary.
Yeah.
So that
Going
is
international or something.
yeah. Those are in a flat rate envelope, and no ticket because there was a return.
Dang it.
Yep.
Always making tickets.
All right. This. What is this? This is a Coach messenger bag.
Oh, it's my favorite bag of all time.
Oh, this is a really cool bag. I like this too.
I wore that I used to teach high school, and I wore this bag every single day for about 10 years.
It's very nice.
I love it.
I like the inside. I like the green lining.
I'll show
It's
you
like
guys.
a British racing green.
Yeah, it's really nice. It has all these pockets in it. It used to hold my 12-inch MacBook, just saying. It does not anymore, because I don't have a 12-inch MacBook anymore. It's very vintage. It's very rare.
Rare in all caps.
I'm trying to get this schmutz off of it. It sold for $115.
Did it?
It sure did.
Very nice.
Okay, I gotta make a ticket for the polo.
There we go. It's going to Illinois. So is that regional? Regional?
It's kind of up, but it's kind of far up.
Let's see. 862 in a regional A. That's pretty good.
Pretty great. Blue polo pants.
Okay. Okay, again, the poly mailer is just for extra protection from the elements.
Okay, that bag sold for $115. Best offer. I think I listed it for $125 or something.
Sweet.
It's a really healthy offer. And then they paid shipping. I think they paid $12.99 shipping.
Awesome. Okay, regional A box. There you go.
And again, we don't have to weigh this. It just needs to weigh less than 20 pounds, which it does.
Yes. All right, we'll just grab some stuff from back here, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Okay. This guy. Oh my God.
Look at him. So we sold a lot of plush.
We did.
Okay, this is Manhattan Toy Company.
Yeah.
And we normally pick up this brand if it has the tag. If it doesn't, it's hit or miss depending on what it is.
Right.
But if it has a tag, we can do okay with it. Looks like this. I often mistake these for Jellycat when I'm digging.
Same.
They feel very similar. They look very similar. And here's the tush tag. It's got a little crown on it.
Cool.
What do you need?
I'm trying to... We can poly this, right?
Yeah. Are you out of little bags of it?
No. It's just...
Just make sure to tuck this in. Can you tuck it?
Yeah.
A lot of you guys in the comments said that you just ship all plush and polys, and that made us feel a little bit better. You know, it's hard. There's no rules. You know, you just got to do what you think.
Give me an assist with the... Thank you.
Okay, so this Manhattan toy sold for $16.96 plus shipping. So around $21. 7 ounces.
All right, let's just keep the plush train moving.
I know what this is all for. Valentine's Day.
Yes.
We don't normally pick this kind of thing up, but we must have gotten this in some kind of box or something.
Yeah, it must have been a junk
This
bag,
is Dandy, Collector's Choice. I put all of that in the title whenever it says Collector's Choice. I don't know what the difference is. Little Frog, Be Mine. Okay, so he sold, and we've had him listed a long time, so it just shows you the seasons, you know?
Yeah.
Come and go. This sold for $10.16 plus shipping, so around $15. I'm telling you, we wouldn't have bought that. And so either it was free or we have a ticket for it.
Yeah, this says free.
Free, yeah.
There you go.
What do you know? So that's pure profit. I don't know where it came from. 3 ounces.
You got me.
All right. I think
This is like a pharmaceutical
Protonics
promo plush.
Gerd Heartburn Plush Doll Dragon.
There you go.
Gertie.
Gertie.
We normally buy this kind of, we do buy this kind of thing. If it has, especially the pharmaceutical. Here's Protonics. We have like a Viagra tie. We're not scared.
Thank you.
So that sold for $8.46. So not the biggest plush sales, but we got some conversions.
Yeah.
Not mad of it. And then plus shipping. And we charge $4.99 shipping on plush. Most plush. First class.
Yeah, anything that can go first class. Oh man, we have some big plush things in the works.
3 ounces. We do.
We do.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Where's the...
This is another one of these look-alike a jelly cat.
Uh-huh.
What is it? Chelsea Teddy Bear Company.
Yeah, this is... We don't find this all the time. In fact, I think we've only found it twice.
Yeah.
is what the tush type looks like. Chelsea Teddy Bear Company. You can tell it's quality. It looks like a jelly cat, but you can also just feel it. It feels really nice.
That's soft and.
So I guess jelly cats took off, and then everyone started copying them.
That totally looks like a jelly cat.
But it doesn't sell for as much as a jelly cat. Okay. This one sold for $16.96 plus shipping. So about $22 total there. And I think the key to this weekend was we were just taking a lot of offers.
We really were.
Because we're full. And so we're just trying to, we keep shopping and we're listing, but we just needed to clear out a little bit. And that was great. We could do that.
Yeah.
5 ounces. I have a lesson coming up about one of these items.
Okay.
Yeah, we listed this because I had nothing left to list on Friday night. Got a little schmutz. I need a baby wipe. Stat.
Down below.
Oh, you left it open. Okay, and we were at the end of the night, and I didn't want to steam anything, and so I just went into the Goodwill pile, and I was like, ugh. Beanie Boos are selling. I'll list this dang. It was like a cell phone holder or something.
I have no idea what that thing is.
And there were tons of them listed. Tons of them still had tags. I don't know. I just priced mine right below them, and it sold overnight. It sold in like 3 hours.
Yeah, it sold the same day we listed it.
I was like, okay. And this was in the Goodwill pile because I didn't think it was worth listing, okay? This is what he looks like.
Doll.
It seems like a little cell phone. It holds up your cell
just a
phone.
little guy.
This is Trixie. This is one of the silk ones. Thai silk. Huh. It's 100% silk.
What do you know?
Huh. You can make silk velvet. I don't know about that one, sir.
Get in there.
Okay. Whatever. Alright, so this sold for $7.61, and I think with our sale for the weekend it sold at full asking price. I literally just priced it right below everybody else's because I think there was about, I don't know, 15 listeds and like 5 sold, so I knew it was moving. I just priced underneath and there it goes.
6 ounces.
It's not a lot, but you know what? It met our listing quota for the day and it converted.
That's
so
right.
I'll take it.
All right.
This is a PlayStation 2 game that Dan had.
Yep.
Personal Evil Dead Regeneration.
Yes.
No idea. We're going to send this media mail, I believe. Media mail?
There's some controversy to whether or not you can send video games media
Oh, well
mail.
then let's just send it regular.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
I don't want to be in the controversy.
All right. Is this going to work? Are you going to fit?
No way. No. No. Did you just throw the whole thing away?
No, I tore.
You can still tape it. Oh my god, don't do that. Wasty, McWasties. Alright, put some cardboard around this guy. That's what we should do.
I can put it in a foam.
Yeah, put it in a foam, but you still need to put it in a poly with some rigids. Where'd those cardboard pieces go? Actually, you save them and then you put them. These are littles.
It's hard plastic. Like, I don't think we're going to need cardboard for this.
Okay, well, let's take this down. We really need to order those bubble mailers from eBay because our shipping coupon is going to expire.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Already?
Yeah. I guess we have a little bit of time, but it's going to fly, and then we're going to forget.
Yeah.
I would much prefer to put this in a bubble mailer, but we don't have any of the correct size. We haven't had any since Q4, and we just keep not ordering. It's fine. Tune in to us daily to see what we don't accomplish.
Hey.
That's how it feels. All right, so this guy sold for $37.50.
Yes.
Again, the sell-through rate was great, and we took an offer that was pretty low, but it converted very quickly, and it probably led to more sales over the weekend.
There you go.
We're just not about like $2 and $3. We're like,
Yeah, I'm not going to fight somebody over a couple of bucks.
not even. All right, Dollar a Day, we always pick up Browns stuff. This is an NFL classic with $3, but it's the Cleveland Browns. This is one of those teams that always sells. Where's the ticket?
Right here.
Okay. I don't know why Browns fans love the Browns, even though it's orange. I don't know.
Put a thank you sticker over the number.
I mean, yeah. So
yeah.
it didn't sell for a lot, but again, we didn't pay a lot. I'm sure we paid it all, or yeah.
$2.
I probably have that wrong. It sold for $12.71 plus shipping. All right.
There you go.
10 ounces.
Okay. Okay, we got some jeans. I think these are going to be over. Yep.
Okay, these are another pair of current Elliott jeans. Can you believe it? That should not sell if you listen to anybody on the internet. These are the Boyfriend Super Loved mid-rise jeans. They are new at tag. I've been showing you the current Elliott, so I'm just not going to open it up. You guys have seen it. It's from Urban Outfitters, and it's a mid-rise, and it's selling, so I don't care. I'll sell anything. I mean, I think there is something about, like, being on trend, but I think also there's something about people liking what they like, regardless of trend.
For sure. Not everybody follows all the trends.
Right.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you. Next.
I don't know what that is.
This is the lesson.
Oh, this is the...
This is L'Agence.
L'Agence.
Okay, this is a really, really good brand to look after. It's, look out for, I mean. It's very, very popular right now. This is a silk top. It's actually a charmeuse. We'll get into that later in February. Beautiful drape top, okay? So I listed this thing, I think, at $140. I did find a stock photo, which I tend not to use, but in this case, it's drapey, so I wanted to. And it's been sitting for, it's a high dollar item, so you have to expect it's going to sit a while. Maybe 3 or 4 weeks. I bought it at the Goodwill. Actually, since we've been doing daily grinds, you guys saw me pick it up at the Goodwill.
Yep.
So probably about 3 or 4 weeks. And someone sent an offer for $90. I paid $6.99 for it. Like,
sold.
That's the lesson here. Like, if I'm going to pay $6.99 and somebody's going to offer me $90, even though it's listed at $140, I could wait and wait and wait and try to get maybe $120 or magically $140, but $90.
Like right there in your face, right then? Yeah.
I'm never going to say no to that. As a reseller, my job is to get things out my door.
Yep.
And get them into other people's houses. So $90, great brand. She got a great deal. I made a lot of money off of it.
Ticket?
Bruh. It's not on there, is it? Sure.
Positive. Must be in the bag. Or in the box.
Oh, gosh. 3865. I gotta go look for that ticket.
Gotta look for it. Okay. While she's getting that ticket, I'm going to start working on this next one. What is this? This is a pair of shorts from Topshop. Right? This is what the Topshop label looks like right there. There you go.
I'm just gonna make one.
Yeah, that's fine.
I know what I paid for it.
Yep.
Okay, what are these Topshop shorts?
Yep. These can actually stay in here, huh?
Yeah. Not a great brand to pick up anymore, in the States at least. England is another story there. We've had these a while.
Yeah.
And I don't think we paid more than $1. Oh no.
They were bins pickup.
Okay, so I got them because they were high-waisted paperback. I think I got these for a costume, y'all. If you're new here, I'm a costume designer, so I pick up things a lot for costumes, and then I don't use them, so we sell them.
13 ounces on that guy.
So I just charge the theater for what I do use, and the other stuff we sell, because there's no use in... Anyway, they sold for $16.96. That's great.
Yeah.
Plus $4.99 shipping. That's great.
All right. What are these?
Maracas for babies. These came in a box of toys that our friend Melissa sent us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And again, we had them, I think we've had them listed a couple of weeks. That's what that one, they all do something different. You should request them. See? They're very high quality. They're German, yeah. My German percussionist husband is playing the German baby toys.
Yes.
It's all working out. It's full circle. Little box.
Little box. Like a 4x4?
I don't know if they're gonna fit.
That might be too small, huh?
Like a boxy charm.
Come on, tiny box.
Okay, these are Haba Balino Clutching Toys, Shaken Eggs, Lot, Colorful Wooden Baby Toys, Easter Cute. That's how I titled this. Because Easter's great, and then they're baby toys. And someone offered 15 plus shipping, so I took it. These are going to Laramie, Wyoming. I love Laramie. I'm very happy they're going there. I don't know why I care, but I do. That's a very large box. We need a boxy charm.
I don't have it down here.
You can't mail it. I'm going to have to put it in the bag. Get you a boxy charm from out here.
Okay. Huh?
You're getting a lure.
Okay.
The other good part about getting beauty subscriptions is the box are amazing.
Pretty huge.
No, it's not. Lay them things in there. It's pretty great. Boxy charm would have been better, I'll admit. You got some stuffing in it.
Okay.
What are we at the weight?
12 ounces exactly.
Finally starting to dig out of the mess in here. It's great. And a little bit more room to work. We're still working on it though. Perfect. Okay. Still ripping the tags off these Prestones. Not easy to get off, let me tell you what.
Ounces on those things. Okay. There we go. Next up is this soccer trading cards. Still sealed. Woo woo.
We don't know.
No, I have no idea.
We don't know. If it has a barcode and it's sealed, we'll sell it.
Yep. Can I go to the poly?
No, you gotta like protect it. It's sealed.
Yeah, but the cards are on the inside.
I think we should put it in a little box and then a poly.
Box in a bag?
Box in a bag. There you go. Melpo. These are the lights we use.
Okay, look at
2019-20. Do you want to put a little padding in there?
No. No point.
Okay, so this sold for $12 plus $4.99 shipping. We don't know. We don't care. We probably paid $1.
Yep, I think I picked it up. Yeah, at the bins.
No, we don't.
Okay.
A lot of stuff we get at the bins is just like things with a sell-through rate that we can list quickly. And this is one of them. Okay, 9 ounces.
9 ounces. Next up, Babor Cosmetics.
This came in a subscription box. I got a bunch of low offers on this, and then finally got a decent one.
I can do in this, right?
Yeah, let me see what it sold for. Yeah, let me show them.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to Frisco.
Oh.
Okay, this is really good. I don't know about this brand or anything, but it came in a subscription box, so my cost of goods was $406, and these sold for $15. We're not normally trying to make a profit off these subscriptions. We're just trying to break even so that I can have free makeup. Okay, thanks. Free makeup and conversions. So that if it was $15, that was definitely an offer. I always price things at $95.
It's the one I ripped earlier. Now it's not going to waste.
Yay! See, I appreciate that.
There you go.
This weighs 3 ounces.
Okay.
Next.
Excuse me. Let me get a very small box for this cube.
So we sold a Rubik's Cube. I don't recommend picking these up, but this, did I have it for a play, or was this, I think I may have gotten this for a play.
For a play.
I think this was a prop, and then I didn't use it.
Oh, for, wasn't
Curious
that for
Incident?
Curious? Yeah.
Yeah, I got this for Curious Incident. So I just decided to list it. If you have stuff in your house, just list it. Who cares? And there was a lot of Rubik's Cubes, as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Just priced it below all of them. This sold for $8 plus $4.99 shipping. I'm happy about it. And it's not going to the landfill.
Go.
Nice.
There you go.
Tag? Ticket? Nothing.
Nope, there was no ticket. 7 ounces.
I go make a ticket for this.
Okay. This is a pair of very nice Tory Burch shoes. Oh, they're made of wool. Those are nice, nice.
I love these shoes. They were mine. Goes on the Rubik's. Excuse me. Stop. God. Whoa. This guy is grabby. They're a block heel. These really military style buttons inside Tory Burch. I actually did pay retail for these. I don't know if you can see that at all. Oh, there you go. Alright, and they sold for $65 plus $12.99 shipping. No.
What? I'm gonna.
Yeah, but they have to be separate from each other.
Oh,
Can
I
you
see.
Put those little green. Just put a little green guy, because I don't want the metal to scratch.
Okay.
Gosh, I love these shoes so much. Okay, get them out of here. My foot grew, y'all. My foot grew. So as you can see, a lot of things that sold were my own personal things, and that's because I've been listing our death pile. And so as my personal things are coming up and I don't need or want them anymore, I put them into the death pile bins, and now it's selling. We do not charge a cost of goods on personal items. We just don't. You want to try to explain that? We just don't.
It has to do with, because it's anything personal that we've owned for over a year before we've sold it, and it doesn't work as it's. Wait, what? You know what?
Okay, I don't think original is the way to go.
Okay. Let me see what this is saying.
So we've been going back and forth with the buyer here. He finally sent us an address in Delaware, but now it's back to his Puerto Rico address.
So that regional box is $13.
Right, that's not the best way to send those, I don't think.
I don't think so either. So let me. Okay, if we put it in a shoebox, it's going to be.
Are we just going to send it to Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Well, alrighty.
7, 5, 15. And what's the.
And if you're asking, you know, didn't we stop sending to Puerto Rico? Yes. I don't know how these are going to Puerto Rico. We had to make an exception.
£1.7?
Yeah.
12.29 in that box. So it's cheaper, but
What about this box?
okay.
10 by 8, rounding up, by 4.
10 by 8 by 4. And does the weight change at all?
1 moment, please.
Thank you.
1 pound, 8 ounces.
8. 12.29. Same
Alright.
price.
So, what was the regional?
13, 14.
Alright, so
So $1 more.
it's cheaper in this bigger box.
Yeah, because of the regional rate service.
So they don't fit as well in here. We're going to have to pack some paper in there, but it's cheaper, so that's what we're going with.
That's what we're doing.
I paid for $12.99 shipping, so there we go. I can't reach the paper. I'm sorry. Oh my god. You okay? What just happened?
I just slammed my knee into that corner. Oh. That's gonna leave a mark.
You okay?
Workplace injury.
We don't have workers' comp.
It's 1.9.
Yeah.
Okay. 7. What?
Do I need to put the dimensions?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you already had them.
No. 7, 5, 15.
Okay.
Okay. This guy. Rice Krispies treat maker for your microwave. Sweet. Oh, cool. Okay.
Are we sure? Are we sure?
We'll figure that out in
Yes.
just a second. Where's this guy going?
Casper, Wyoming.
Casper, Wyoming.
So I talked about this on one of our first daily grinds, and I said we shouldn't have bought it, but it was selling, but it wasn't selling for a lot.
Oh, $17 free shipping.
But we listed it because we had it, and the sell-through rate was great. Of course it was great, because it was only selling for $17 with free shipping. This needs a...
Oh, yikes. That's almost 2 pounds.
Yeah, so either a flat rate...
Let me see.
Ooh, what about box in a bag?
So if we can fit it, there's no way that'll fit in a regional A. A regional B's $12.
Can you try box in a bag? I think this is like the perfect thing for box in a bag.
I can try it. Yeah.
So just go to pirate ship and then look at the cubic.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna compare. Well, are those too big?
So yeah, why
are-
don't
okay.
get the biggest one. So it depends on the size of your poly mailer flat. Okay.
These are all too big.
I know, there's other ones up here.
They're down there too. These are all the big ones, I think.
No, they're all. That one might work. This one will work.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you measure your poly mailer flat up to where it folds. So this is a 15 by 12.
15 by 12.
You have to measure it flat. You cannot measure it once there's something in here. I don't think it's going to fit in here. I lied.
Okay.
Because we need the height.
Yep. That's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work. We need the big one.
But isn't the big one too big?
I don't think so because of the height.
Right, but if you measure it flat,
yeah, I don't
we're 18 by 24. And
is that a 24? I don't think so.
Oh.
It's an 18.
18 by 14. Okay, cool. 18 by 14. 18 by 14.
Oh yeah, it fits.
It's like 1 pound, 15 ounces, right?
See, this barely fits in here. I'm going to give you guys the lesson.
That's $8.85 on eBay.
Yes.
Let
It's
me make
way
sure
better.
pirate ship comes up the same.
Okay. Small, heavy things. If it's over a pound, try the cubic. That's what I've learned.
Where is this one? Let me find it.
Yeah, 1 pound, 15 ounces.
Okay. So, where'd it go? Where did it go? What's the title?
Kellogg's Rice Krispies.
Oh, there it is. I got it. I found it.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to try box in a bag. It's 18 by 14, right? 1
Yep.
pound, 15 ounces. $9.12 on pirate ship. eBay's cheaper.
And eBay, you're just doing it as cubic?
I'm not doing it as anything. I'm just inputting two of the 2 dimensions of the poly mailer and leaving the third one as 1 inch. That's how I've always done poly mailers on eBay, and it's always worked because there's not a box in a bag option. So I have to give it 3 dimensions, and I just leave the third one as 1.
I think that's wrong.
I've done it 100 times that way.
Okay. There's a cubic option on eBay.
In this drop-down menu? No, there's not. There's first class, priority mail flat rate, regional rate, parcel select, and priority mail express and express flat rate. There's no way for me to select cubic on eBay. And I put it in on pirate ship, and then the cheapest one that came up was $9.12, postal service.
So don't you think we should mail it that way?
Also, but it's cheaper on eBay.
But you're making up a dimension. You're making up a 1 inch dimension that's nowhere.
But I'm telling you, every single time I've shipped box in a bag prior to today, every single time, this is how I've done it.
Leave your comments down below. Have you checked the transactions to see if you've been charged?
No.
So then you don't know. Pay the extra $1 and do it on pirate ship. That's what I would do. Because then we know, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
So you guys, here's the thing. You have to measure it flat. The bag doesn't really matter. Like the rate would be the same if it was just...
Yeah, so cubic's not coming up for whatever reason. It doesn't qualify, I guess, depending on the size that I gave it.
What?
I'm telling you.
I know. Why doesn't our pirate ship ever work?
It does, but it must not, whatever. One of the sizes, it must, I have no idea. I don't know. Sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't. And,
Anyway, it's got to look like a bag. Don't, like, tape it down. Don't do that. It's got to look like a bag.
Okay. It's going to be, all right.
What?
It's going to be out of order, and we have to be careful with that. Because I'm buying this one on pirate ship and all the others on eBay. So, like I said, it's going to be out of order, and I have to just remember that.
Okay.
Review
put it on here right now.
Okay. There you go.
So we did not make a ton of money on this thing. We shouldn't have bought it, but at least we sold it. There we go. Okay. So the Prestones, we sold a 3-pack and a 1-pack. Oh, we have what? I missed a piece of clothing I gotta get.
Uh-oh. Okay.
21.56. Okay, so now we gotta get the right person. So this one is a 1er, which was terrible.
Pick up the 3er first.
3-pack. We keep showing you guys these things. They're finally selling, I guess because it's winter. I don't care. I want them out of my house. I really don't care. I'm about to give this other guy a 3-pack just
because.
Because it's about the same. Again, we have to ship this ground. We did not take this into account when we bought them.
Right.
We have to ship them ground because they're flammable or something, and I hate them. Anything else? Oh, we need tickets.
Okay, so anytime you're shipping something ground like this that's corrosive or flammable or what, I'm not exactly sure what these radiator cleaners, what classification they fall under. I just know that we have to ship them ground and we have to put on a limited quantity label like that. Yes, we are almost out of them. Okay, so this thing's got to go ground, so that's parcel select, and this thing is 2 pounds 7 ounces, and the size of this box is 9 by 6 by 4. Okay. There's the triple Prestones, and then the single can go in one of these. Have it, sorry. This guy, okay. Oh, price tag's still on there.
I was trying to take them off as we were going. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, this is the single. These are the ones we lose money on.
The singles. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not just a little bit. A lot.
Like $1 or $2 each time.
Sometimes it's up to 4. It's
oh,
exciting.
Really? 4?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the best.
That's great.
It's my favorite. This one we're definitely... Because this way was way more than a pound, right? No, it doesn't. I don't know. It just depends on where it's going, I guess. Whatever.
Whatever. Okay. Parcel select 12 ounces and 9 by 6.
Does it matter?
Yeah, for parcel select you need the dimensions, even if it's under a pound.
Okay. fun little time we're gonna have with that.
Stuff. What is
What's
this?
this?
Oh, hey guy.
Another Tommy Bahama piece.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we pay $1 for Tommy Bahama at the most, but it does move. So I'm not mad about it. This is like a little lounge situation. I don't know. I think this is part of a pajama set. We've had it a long time. Tommy Bahama.
Come on. There we go.
This is a knit top.
We're out out of the Ziplocs
No,
over
we're
on this
no,
side.
we're not. Got them under here.
Uh-huh.
Got 'em under here. I gotta dig them out.
Dig them out.
Oh no, that's tape. I gotta dig.
Are we out? We might be out. No.
What are these tiny ones?
Oh.
This is all tape.
That's all
right?
tape, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't need a separate double bag, does it?
No.
Okay.
But like what? Where are we gonna put our inventory in? We didn't,
Yeah,
we didn't plan this.
we're gonna have to get more bags.
No, we don't paper bags. We are not those kind of people.
Right, maybe I'll get a freebie alert for more stuff.
Just keep saying it into your phone.
Yeah.
Normally that works.
It does.
It might be up here. Anyway, for right now it's fine. Okay. This sold for $9. Thank you very much.
Thank
11
you.
ounces.
Yes.
And shipping, so 16. On these $9 purchases, we normally make a little bit on shipping. Not enough to write home about. A little something, something.
You want to tell the people about this guy?
This is an Hermes tie. We sell the crap out of these. They normally go for between 50 and 90. This one's stained.
It is.
And we didn't want to pay to have it cleaned. We've had a couple of them professionally restored, and it cost $30. And we are not willing to do that. This is very cute, though.
Yeah. And I'm convinced this is going to somebody who's going to try to flip it.
I think so, too.
But
I
that's
don't care
okay.
what they do with it.
That is okay with me.
See that little discoloration there? We don't care what people do with the stuff once it leaves our house.
Right.
I don't care. I buy stuff online to flip, too.
Right. And you know what? I could be all miffed that, like, oh, he's going to get twice the money, so we should be able to... No, whatever. Somebody's not buying it from us for $115, so might as well let this guy have a shot at selling it for over $100, right?
Yeah. He only sells Hermes ties in his eBay store.
Yeah.
It sold for $50. We paid $1. I'm happy.
And because of the stain, we are going to partially refund him some.
Yeah. We let him know that there was a stain because it didn't really show up in the pictures. It didn't really show up until recently.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, I'm like, oh.
Oh, there's a meatball. Okay.
All right, then we have the hard ones coming.
Oh,
we
man.
have 2 hard ones. Actually, we paid $3.93 for this, which is totally fine. And it weighs 5 ounces.
These are going to be fun.
All right, we should have never. This is when
This is
I
what we-
hope that you guys are learning that, like, we don't niche down. This was a really good question someone asked us on Friday.
Yeah.
But there is stuff that we figure out that we don't want to sell. And you don't figure it out until you go to have to sell it. Until you go to have to ship it, or you have to bargain with people, or... No, okay? So these came in a box from an auction. Girl, we're going to need lots of bubble wrap. What you doing with this paper? You coming at me with some paper. This man is coming at me with paper for these. No, we don't... No. I'll get it. Just... I don't want you to injure yourself.
Thank you.
I was trying to tell them something.
Here.
Do we have bubble wrap in the garage?
No.
Why didn't... What? We're out?
Yeah.
Okay, but you didn't order any?
Not yet.
We need a manager. We need an office manager. Okay. These are Anchor Hawking 4.5-inch clear glass Burple Berry Dessert Bowls 10 vintage set of 10.
Yay.
So, okay, we
How do you
first need
wanna-
to do these. Oh, this is all we have of these?
Yep.
Son of a... Okay, we need more of these dish packs. These things are great.
So, okay.
I just want to see
Sure.
if I can get 2 out of this. Like if I put one in the top,
Mm-hmm.
we make a 2-pack, then with the bubbles, you know what I'm trying to say right now?
Yeah.
Do you think this would work? Barely covers it.
Yeah.
But it kind of does. Should we do like a little stack like this?
Yeah.
Okay, give me. So this one doesn't need one, and then we do the next one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So anyway, we have no business shipping any of this. This is just not our bag. No, oh yeah, you're right. Should not do this. Okay, is this half?
It's more than half. It's 6.
All right, let's start here. Let's just see what happens. Because we're going to have to bubble them and stretch them, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where we got these green things from, but I love them.
We got them from public storage dish bags.
I know, but who gave them to us? We don't pay for shipping.
I mean, they're left over from, like, my move from, like, 6 years ago.
Okay, really? I
Yeah.
thought someone just gave us these.
I think we may have gotten a couple from somebody, but I definitely had some left over.
Okay, so first of all, these only sold for $19. They're going to DeSoto, Texas, which is great, meaning that it's close-ish. Same state, big state. So I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm trying to do? Oh!
Oh, okay, we got half. This is half. 1, 2, 3.
So I'm gonna see if we can get these in that regional
3,
box.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's happening? Am I not counting right? 1, 2,
This is 5.
3, 4, 5. You're 5. I got 5.
Okay, where's that regional box? Let's just like dry fit them in there and see if they'll fit.
Oh.
Thank God these sold in Texas. I wouldn't have taken the offer if it wasn't Texas. Okay, can we like package them? I think they'll fit in here. Great.
Yes. Yes.
Lots of bubble. Cause see, some of them like this are kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna do that first
Wanna
and then
do this?
bubble it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. This is just to kind of hold everything together.
All right, and I'll surf out the bubbles. Where'd that bag go?
Right behind me.
Never again, y'all. Never again. But we're learning.
We are. I'm sure we're making Mitch sweat right now. Sorry.
Mitch.
Okay. Here's foam stack number 1. Stack number 2.
Bubbles in. Bubbles in. Make them too taller, they don't fit, but we gotta kind of do our best here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got this really long one, so I want to make sure this is gonna fit. Hold on, let me make sure the height is. Yes.
Yes.
And the long one. That one is super long. Very good. There we go. Super long. Very happy that this is a regional.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're out of our house. That feeling is so good.
Yeah. Every time I walk past that shelf, and like I could hear them rattle when I walk past. Okay.
like to put this piece somewhere in the bottom of this. I'm gonna get some of this thicker bubble wrap. Go in the bottom. Shock absorber. We want to wedge them, that's for sure.
Oh.
Do we need fill, void fill? I mean, they're pretty wedged.
I'm just worried about... that's pretty good, right?
I think it's okay, because like it's like a big bouncy ball in there right now.
Yeah, I just don't want to like press too hard and have them like, you know what I mean? Because they're all kind of like nested inside each other.
Okay, so the worst that could happen here is we refund $19. Just gotta, you know, sometimes you just gotta go.
Agreed.
This isn't the best, but it's $19. Bigger fish to fry. Literally right now. Oh gosh, bigger regional egg.
Okay.
All right, here we go. The big dog.
Oh, jeez.
But now you have this table over here you can use.
True.
You gotta move all your crap.
You guys, we sold another coffee maker.
And we have no bubble wrap. This is what you're telling me.
No, we do. We have this right here. We have this large bubble.
Perfect. I thought we didn't have that. Woo.
That's the last of it, though.
American Bubble Boy, we need you.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. How we doing?
We're good.
Okay.
It's been an hour. It's okay.
Perfect. You want to put some pool noodle around this guy, or just straight bubble? 2-3 inches of bubble.
I think straight bubble because there's no real angle.
That's true.
This is a Flavia, you guys. This is the one. This is the infamous one that we got the return on that we're afraid to open. And Dan did call and get a replacement drip tray.
Right.
We did just. I need a baby wipe. We did just film it working.
Yeah.
We don't pick up coffee makers anymore, but we're gonna sell the ones that we have. I don't recommend anyone pick up a coffee maker ever to resell. I really don't. The return rate is astronomical, and there's not really much you can do about it. You can't prove. I don't know whether they break during shipment, and even though we have, you know, videos of it working, almost every single coffee maker we send out has a problem.
Or the buyer claims it has a problem.
Right.
Right.
And we have video of all of them working. Doesn't really help in any sort of way. What?
My leg still hurts from where I slammed it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, this was really gross. I would not want to receive something that was this like funk nasties. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to hang on for a second.
Okay. Do we have a box back here for that thing, maybe?
Yeah. Look at that, y'all. The drip tray's brand new, so I'm not too worried about that.
going to be the right size, or sorry.
Well, once you put that bubble wrap on it.
Okay.
You need a tall box.
Well, yeah, something.
This one's not tall enough.
I think it's, I don't know. It's the front to back length of this thing is like with the cord and everything. It's a little. It's like, so the 18 inches is okay, and one we need like an 18 by 18 by something. I think. Well, once we wrap it, it might be even bigger. We're not sure yet. So let's wrap this thing up first, and then measure it and find the right box. Okay, there you go.
Should we wrap this drip tray separately?
I don't think so. Okay, yep.
So we're just gonna rip it.
Yeah.
This is enough. And you're just gonna go around. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was already.
Let's see.
Okay. Let's start with a little bit of stretch, just to kind of keep the cord and everything. Very awkward.
Hey, let me tuck this a bit.
Yeah. Okay. One more time around this way.
Never again. for $175 if you're wondering. It is, I mean, the return is good. But damn.
So here.
Does it have a ticket?
Yeah, I'll probably somewhere. I think it's in the kitchen. On the fridge in the kitchen.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for the...
We need to go around again. I don't know what you're doing. You definitely don't have any more bubble wrap now.
I know.
Never again. Because this costs money, you guys. The shipping supplies alone.
All right, there's your 3 inches of bubble wrap, UPS.
There it is.
God.
Almost a whole half of a roll. It's like nuts. Here's the tape. How do they measure it once you open it?
Yeah, exactly.
Racket, I tell ya. You could bounce this thing. Hey. Bleep.
Big stretch wrap.
Yeah.
Right there, I see it.
Well, now we're like...
Yeah, I'm already...
You've already committed.
Did this thing take half an hour to pack up again? I feel like it did.
No, we're doing good.
No? All right. Okay. Jesus. This thing is massive. Where'd that tape measure go? Yikes. Yikes. So we need something by like 12 by 18 by 22 or something.
12 by 18 by 22. It's going to have to be 24.
All right, let me go out to the garage.
All right.
What did I say, 12, 18 what?
22. Okay. I'm going to move this guy over here so I can put all of our packages up here. I think it's just bouncing around in here. I don't like that at all. Don't like it. So we keep our the biggest boxes outside for obvious reasons. I hope you guys are able to join us tonight. That would be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. It's like one of those days where we go all day. We're not going to have a break. It's 3 o'clock now, and then we have to do... I have a theater meeting at 5. So in the next 2 hours after we're done here, I need to prep the items that we're going to list tonight at 7. My theater meeting is going to go, until 7:30. But our theater meeting will probably go till about 7:15. And then I have to be live at 7:30. It's just a really busy day. So yes, we are full-time resellers. We put in the hours full-time, but we also do side projects office bills, you know. And that's just how it goes sometimes. Okay. Wow, this is big.
Yeah. It's heavy. Heavy duty.
Oh, good. Crush proof.
Yeah. 48 pounds per inch. Edge crush rating.
Okay. Crush it.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Is this way too big?
I don't know.
Now that it's like put together, it's looking a little way too big.
I think it should go in the other way, if it can. No,
This
the
way?
other way. Like flat ways. Yes. No, it won't fit.
No.
That's unfortunate.
So we can do it this way. But or should I go try to find a different box?
And it won't fit in one of those boxes that's in there.
I don't think so. Well, 'cause like, no, this is the one I just, 18 by 12 by 12.
Oh, it's
That's
18.
Too small. Way
Yeah.
too small.
I really want it to go in this way.
Okay, but it won't. There's just no way. So, this one's just a little too big, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna move around in there.
All right. You want me to pause this now, or?
No, this is real life.
Okay.
Y'all, it's real life.
Can you hand me the razor blade? Or, here, I got it.
I don't think. We need a tall skinny. You know what I mean? Okay, we're going out for round 2 of the box hunt. I think we're gonna have to end this video right after this because I don't have time to do another segment. Well, we'll do the what did we make because I still have to do the bookkeeping. No matter what, we do the bookkeeping every single day because that's when we take it down off Vendu to make sure that it doesn't sell on another platform. Since most of our sales are eBay, it's okay most of the time. But occasionally something will sell on eBay. I mean, something will sell on Posh. What am I trying to say? Something will sell on eBay that we already sold on Posh. And then that's bad. It hasn't happened in a while, knock on wood. So I do bookkeeping every day. So I'll do that. We'll do that segment and then we'll say goodbye until tomorrow. Tomorrow will be better. be less hectic. Hopefully. Both shows that I'm designing right now for the theater, I'm a costume designer, both of those shows are fully thrifted. It's pretty fun. Would you guys be interested in seeing any thrift costume updates? Because boy, do I have them. I just don't know what people are interested in. Like, I'm doing a show right now that's set in ancient Rome, and 100% of the items are thrifted. Making, you know, whatever I can find at the thrift store look like ancient Rome. It's pretty fun. And I think I've spent $28 so far. I can hear him coming with another big box. Yikes. See what he brings this time. Okay, we've got options. That one's looking real good.
I know.
That one looks great.
Yep.
I'm hoping that'll be perfect. That looks really good. So a lot of you are working while we're doing these videos, and I love that. But also you can see how much time it takes and make decisions for yourself. Like, so we'll make $150 on this, but like, is it worth it? I don't know. See if it gets returned. So I do believe in niching down when it doesn't work for your business. And this does not work for our business, you know what I'm saying? Come on! Like a glove, let's go! It's a little fat on the sides. I'm giving you play by play. I think it's great. Wedged. Do you want to take it down, or you just want to stuff it?
I do not want to take it down. Because it's like a half an inch. So.
Okay, let's put some stuffing in it. The bag's right behind you. I think we're okay.
Wait, more paper?
I would get some stuff out of that bag. I don't know if air pockets are gonna do it. Just that bubble wrap and stuff. Let's see, we need something up here. You know what I mean? It's gonna go dunk. We use the whole roll. The whole thing. Never again. There we go. Great box for that. Great job. Can I help you?
Okay.
Alrighty. I don't even have the form to write this on. Hold on. Gotta unearth it. Need a pen. Oh gosh. Oh, my life is crumbling. Pen. Okay, what is it?
24 by 16 by 13.
Alright, we're gonna have to weigh this like.
Yeah, but I got a feeling the dimensional weight's going to be higher than the actual weight.
For sure. Do you want me to move this stuff for you?
Nope.
Putting the scale on the floor.
£19.
All right. So we're gonna go 24 times 16 times 13. And we're gonna send this UPS.
Yep.
So we're gonna do it on Pirate Ship, and Pirate Ship does calculate it for you. We're just gonna make sure it's right. Divided by what was it, 39? 168?
139.
139 equals 36 pounds. We're gonna ship this on Pirate Ship because they give us insurance that UPS doesn't. Thank you, whoever told us that.
Say 24
by 16 by 13.
16, 13, 19 pounds.
That's the actual weight, yes.
All right. UPS ground 36.37. Okay.
Is that dimensional? Yeah.
Should be. We'll find out on the label. Because the label, if it is, it'll say, here, let's see, DWT, yep. 90, but the label still says 19. When I scanned it last time, it showed the higher weight.
So I don't want to, can you put in the dimensional weight? I do not want to get charged on the back end of this.
But we can, I thought we can, okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Order is still marked as shipped on eBay. Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's on the last page.
It's gone. It's not. I have to go back to eBay and like probably mark it as unshipped and.
Sorry.
I don't know how to do this. Let me see.
Fun times.
Oh, it's hot. Sweat. Marked as not shipped.
Just saw that offer come in. Yes. I'm gonna check it.
.24 by what?
16 by 13.
Okay, what's the dimensional weight?
36 pounds.
It's 4108.
I'll pay the extra $5 here. instead of the extra $40. Right? Better be safe than sorry.
Yep.
And if it's over, they will give us an overage. That happens sometimes. I'd rather that happen than the inverse. Thank you for doing all of that. Okay, now we gotta be really careful because 2 of our labels we've already printed on pirate ship. Just gotta be really careful.
What's the other one we did on a pirate ship?
This box in a bag situation. The Rice Krispies. Teresa.
Okay, I think that's already out of here.
I'll just double check with the first names if you want.
Okay. Where's the... Alice and Olivia's not going out today, right?
Nope. Love having this extra desk space. Game changer. How are you guys' sales this weekend? Let us know in the comments. I'm always interested to see what people are selling. And it fluctuates. We sold a lot of clothes this weekend, and then last weekend we didn't sell any clothes, it felt like. We sold a lot of plush. I don't know. I have no idea.
Do we want to mail the tie priority since that's what he paid for?
Sure. I need to make a ticket for that. Oh wait, there is a ticket. It's up here. There's a coffee maker ticket. I need to remember to get that out of the kitchen.
Three pack? Post-ons?
Okay. You're gonna cross-reference?
That's what I was doing when I was putting the numbers in.
No, I mean like to make sure we put the right packages.
That's what I was doing that when I was putting the weights in. Make sure that they're in order of the only the stuff we have. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Ralph Lauren pants. The Adidas shorts.
Oh. Whoopsie. Whoopsie there, fella.
The pharmaceutical plush.
It's a press stone. This is something different.
This guy. Tory Burch shoes.
Show them we're just gonna have time for a check-in and that's it. We're back to back to back today. I mean a check-in of what we made.
Soccer thing. Cards. Soccer cards.
Let's figure out what those are in. All these tickets are ripped today. We're a mess.
The current Elliott jeans. Topshop.
Mm-hmm.
The Chelsea Teddy Bear Company.
It's actually a dog.
Yep. Tommy Bahama, gray and black long sleeve. Papa Bellino,
Who?
the baby toy egg things. The toy company mouse. Evil Dead PlayStation game. Rubik's Cube. The Beanie Boo. The other Prestone.
Single?
Yep. Coach bag. Bob Cosmetics. t-shirt. Dandy frog. Glass bowls. And the tie.
Woo! I gotta get the coffee machine ticket out of the kitchen.
Yep.
Y'all, what a day. We knew it was gonna be a long one. Putting all of these into my shipping supplies bag. Be great. Okay. We will see you guys on the other side.
Yeah. Here's your moment with Mojo, everybody. He's had a rough one, just like we have. Wish I could take a nap. All right, everybody, I am back home from the post office, so we're going to check in real quick to see what we really made. Action.
Hi. All right, it's 4:07.
Ah!
We seriously have no time to stop today.
No.
I put in all of the info.
Ooh.
We sold 29 items. We had over $1,000 weekend, so that's great. $1,141.
Beautiful.
And of that, $682.62 was profit into our bank account.
Very cool.
For the month,
Oh, okay.
we are at 65 items sold and about $1,500 a weekend in profit.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, if we can keep that up, that's where we want to be.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We made it, kind of.
Kind of?
We're at phase 1,
Yeah.
done of the day, and then we have phase 2, and then tonight's phase 3. We hope to see you there.
Yes.
You won't have time to watch this video to hear us say that
Right.
before it starts.
Sorry, we're going to try to work on that. But in the meantime, thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you tonight and here tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.